I forgot to press record because I am half asleep. We didn't even start the game. We've just been chatting, so we're good. This is part one. I just pressed record. We're good to go. YouTube, you missed nothing. Literally nothing.
Dr. Gun.
All right, so, sir, where do we leave off? I'm hoping you have more presence in mind than I do.
I believe the situation is Jake, one, has many doors to deal with. Literally. He's got some problems. All of them are doors. Rayron, on the other hand, has got some problems. And they are armies that are large and that he needs to fight.
Boys, I'll actually let you decide. You decide. Who do we want to do first? Do we want to do Rayrim in hopes to feel the taste of sweet victory in that battlefield, or get the shit out of the way? Or do we want to do Jake and see what kind of situation's brewing in Haude Gwenh?
Well, let me roll HP, and we'll see how lucky I'm feeling today.
Oh, okay. That's a legit request. Well, does everybody hope that he rolls poorly? Is this something that we're all doing, or just me?
Let's see.
That's as always. If somebody wants to drop an aid really quickly, that's the lesser of the two. So not prayer, but aid. You're welcome to do so, and that would allow him to have a what you call it, a reroll.
So 5 all up. That's not.
Yeah.
Bad.
I'll let you know if somebody allows a reroll. They've got about 5 minutes to decide whether or not they want to do it. All right. So who do you guys want to go
I
first?
don't mind. Neil can go if he wants.
I don't mind.
Oh Jesus.
We could do it like in order of who's historically most important. So me first, and then one of you two. It doesn't really matter.
Wow.
Let's get my crippling defeat out of the way.
That was like
and
painful.
then Jake can enjoy the entire session of failing to break down doors, knowing that there are 2 more armies headed towards Vigil, and then after that there are 4 more armies heading towards the capital. Getting them on flight.
It's alright, I'll just take Haude Gwenh and live here and just shut it down.
I am captain now.
There's just smoke in the distance. He just closes his guns.
All right. So let's if you want to go first. All right, cool. We will
Well, you know, I made an executive decision. I said, Scott, fuck me over first.
Okay. I was like, where's he going with this? Let's go over here.
I don't want Jake's sloppy seconds.
Wow. This is so awkward.
That has been one of the nicest, safest things I've said all day.
What's the matter with you? I feel like I'm the one that's that's off today, and Neil's like, nay. So funny.
Oh, I love Norway. I just called him in. I called in the paladin.
All right.
Should we change his name to Norwegian Paladin?
Unfortunately, I that's a thing only he can do.
Oh, that's true.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, in my head canon, I might do it.
Oh, okay, sure. The Norwegian Paladin.
The Norwegian. No, not the. Only weirdos would put the in their name.
All right. So like the Naghite. Here we go.
Or like the unfunny one.
Ah,
The funny one.
the funny
No,
one.
like so unfunny one doesn't actually have a D in it.
No,
The only one that does.
He does in what's it called? Twitter. He's a the in Twitter, yeah.
Do I follow him on Twitter? I wonder.
All right. Oh, I need to get one more thing on there on the map for you, and we're good to go. So, Neil, obviously we had a little role play, a little bit of situation happened between you and I think it's Hinta is her name. where you guys found the body, the funny looking corpse. You got filled in some of the situation that was happening. Blah 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 blah. You informed her of the task, and she said, of course, we'll ride with you. What was your plan from here?
So the plan next up is we intend to crush the non-militia army between the army of Valorin, the riders of Varen, and Rhaegar's riders.
Yeah, there's the riders of Varen. Okay, so did you have a particular tactic or something that you were going for? Just kind of like, and I don't just mean the mechanics tactic, I mean like your overall approach. Did you have something specific you were going for?
So we're all mounted, so we have the benefit of being much, much faster.
Correct.
Which means that we're a fair distance away. So the army, the enemy army, will be much happier to begin moving across, or continue to be fully arrayed against the army of Valorin. So, and if you've ever seen like a cavalry charge into the back ranks of groups of soldiers,
not in any British movie I've seen so far.
That's because we always fight our foes face to face.
Yeah. Yeah, we fixed that. We're like, I'm gonna hide behind this tree. You stand there.
No. Anyway, so yes, the plan would be to have a cavalry charge into the rear or flank of the enemy while they are engaged with the army of Valorin. And the plan would also, we're going to focus the soldiers rather than the militia, because the militia's will to fight is already
damaged. Yeah.
Wavering. Yeah.
So then, Neil, let me ask this, because of what you're describing there. Thank you very much for the detail. What you're describing there, it sounds like you want them to start crossing the bridge, and then you're going to do the whole, jump at them from behind, sort of a thing.
So I suspect that they've honored their part of the deal, which is allow us to pass. They will then want to pass. Correct.
Well, they don't. You can offer for them to do so, but it's really one of those. They don't necessarily. If you keep an army on the other side, they don't have to.
Exactly. So I think that they would begin pushing forward because they know that their army is at Vigil. That's where they are headed from here, is to meet up with the reinforcements, bring them to Vigil, I should imagine.
Correct.
In which case, they will push against the army of Valorin to get across that bridge.
All right. So,
which of course means they're going to bunch up.
So why don't we? Is there any additional role play or anything like that you want to play out, or are we just going to allow me to take over?
We have archers.
Correct. Let's be clear. Your group has archers.
The riders, the horsemen, have archers.
Correct. The Varen does not, and unfortunately, the army of Valorin does not.
Does not. That's fine because I don't need a huge amount of archers. So, what the plan would be, hopefully, would be you've got your bridge, you've got the army of Valorin, you've got the soldiers from Haude Gwenh. As the soldiers start pushing across, probably you'd let them push a fair way across before we smash into the flank. And then...
now, mind you, obviously, as the army is pushing across, you're going to have the militia will still be on this side, looking to push afterwards. Yep.
Yeah. I am thinking I would like it prepared. I mean, we have horse archers. I would like a couple of them to be ready in case we need to set the bridge ablaze.
So you're talking about to set it on fire with lit arrows?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do me a favor, roll me a intelligence check or a professional soldier check. Sorry, architectural engineering check.
Because the bridge is like it's not a big boy, is it?
Thank you for the heads up, Steve. And I saw that before. I just wasn't going to interrupt Neil. Josh, thank you, Josh, for giving aid to Jake so that he may re-roll his health points. Jake, I will warn you, you keep the second roll.
What
Odds are in your favor.
what knowledge
I'll
do you
give it
want
a
me
go.
to do?
Um,
Engineering.
engineering or just an intelligence check, whichever was better for you.
I mean, it makes no
Before I
difference.
roll, I'll thank you in advance on 21.
For a second, I was like, "Oh, you rolled 9 health. Good job." Oh, never mind.
Hang on.
What's it made of? I thought it was wood, but not new. I didn't think it was a seasoned bridge.
There we go. The
Oh!
That's better.
reward should be updated for you guys. It is a lot better. Kudos, man. That's awesome. So the engineering check, yeah, your plan is fine to go on as is. Mm-hmm.
That's cruel. It's been 3 sessions since this bridge was described to me.
No, it's a bridge, dude. You're good. It's a wooden bridge that has like stone on either side to like set it in place.
Well, in that case, it won't burn.
Well, or stone on.
Rayron's not stupid. It won't burn.
Why not?
It's solid wood.
Yeah.
On the bottom, I'm thinking like literally because it's a symbol there. I'm thinking there's space between the slats. It's got rope.
Oh no! I just grabbed a asset and threw it there.
Fuck that then. Ignore that.
All right, moving on. So the plan is allow them to start crossing the bridge and then attack them from behind, the army from behind, more or less allowing your army and you to pincer their army. But that does allow then the half of their army that's still fighting you and their militia to then pincer you back. So this is what you're going to do, of course, with your characters. What are you going to do with her riders? So you then going to more or less make a train of armies where it's like your army in the front, their army in the middle, you attacking them from behind, but their militia behind that, then you behind them. Is that kind of like the tactic we're going for here?
You get the most benefit for flanking if we are pounding 3 armies into one, right?
What was that?
We get the most benefit if we pound 3 armies into one.
If you,
Like, I don't know how it works. Is it an increasing benefit? Are they reducing returns, diminishing returns?
So it's you get the next tier up at 1,000 troops, which you don't have enough to get to. So there is no benefit to doing that. Yeah, you're better off doing extra rolls. Stop! This stupid monitor is like flickering, like it's like gonna give me a fucking seizure. Jesus.
Please don't swear on stream.
Oh, sorry.
This is a professional stream, Scott. As you might have noticed. In that case, I mean, you get benefits for flanking, so it makes sense for literally to run the train like so.
Okay, cool, running trains. Awesome. So then let's stop talking about it and let's start making this happen. Obviously, we have our plan here. Now, I won't lie. They do have the ability to detect your plan, and it's going to be based off of the results of their professional soldier check. Because, you know, clearly you're getting your soldiers in such a way and because you need to keep them kind of nearby. So, you start doing this. Roll well on this check.
So the plan would be to give us an advantage on or give them a disadvantage on detecting that, because we would be further away than you would expect for a flanking army because we're on horseback.
No, I get what you're saying. But despite the fact that you're further away.
No. I definitely still have to make one.
Yeah. All right.
But
cool.
I'm just begging for his DC to be higher. What do you want me to roll?
I actually want to get something really. I want to check something really quickly before I have you roll that. I just want to see if there's anything pertinent to your situation that I can help you with. And so I will actually have yeah, I'll have for you, Neil, you'll actually have, while this is all happening before you make your roll, you'll actually have a a runner come up to you. You know, kind of like, you know, somebody that's currently in the middle of, in the center part of Adir, like in the middle of the rivers. There's a ton of messages being passed this way and that way, and this way and that way, on horseback and runners, sometimes magically aided, but usually not because it's very, very little magic, right? So a runner's actually going to come up to you. This runner happens to be from Vigil, trying to inform you of what happens. They're letting you know. So the runner comes up and they're like, Chosen, I've been sent by Vigil to give you news of what's happening in the north.
You're referring to Vigil being sieged?
Vigil being sieged and Rid being lost.
He would get quite a withering look from wherein.
I don't know if you knew this or not yet. In game.
I believe he does test.
Yeah, because of magic.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Thought so. So I thought so.
But not everyone needs to hear it.
Yep. So of course you have not everybody around, but there's definitely others, including like Hinta there. He says, the armies of Valorant that attacked, the armies of Haude Gwenh that attacked to the north, they rode into Vigil and, they routed and disbanded the army of free folk that were there before. It seems like they turned yellow. They ran. As for Vigil, the army has not clashed with the walls yet. They've pulled up, and it seems like they look to set siege. We had scouts. We unfortunately lost a few of them that were looking after what it was that they were doing. We got word back. They're building things. Large wooden structures. I don't know what they are. Perhaps the command of Vigil would know, but the scout party that I was a part of, that I was sent south from, they didn't know what they are.
Excellent. They probably intend to besiege the city for a period of time until construction is complete, and then take it.
What I know is that...
Nonetheless...
Okay, sorry, I didn't know if you were gonna... So
I was going to, but it's ingrained in my head, that song. It's like every single BBC program where they have a phone call. It's like, and blah 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 is getting a call, and then that exact anyway, Baron would say, nonetheless, that doesn't change my current predicament.
Okay. He nods and says, "Are there any other messages you want me to send other way?" And then you do, and then he's gone, and then that's that. Cool. All right.
Excuse me. What? I want to send a message.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How dare you deny me that to my valued allies? Rain would say that we'll send assistance when we can. Inform them of the situation. We're outnumbered down here, and we're doing what we can.
Mm-hmm.
Stop them from getting to you if we can. If we can, we'll beat them, and we'll come help. But I'm not sure on the time frame.
Okay. Takes the message, says, "Thanks, Daddy," and he leaves. Now, back to the actual game. You have this army moving forward. So it's one of those things where technically your army should have... Oh, let me correct this. Technically, your army should have been coming this way, but they're not. So they would actually send a messenger over to you because they clearly know which side that you're on. And more or less the messenger would come over to you from the armies of Haude Gwenh saying, more or less, daylight is burning. When are you moving your army?
I see. They presumably send a message in person.
Yeah, a dude.
Rayron would say, "I'm not in command of that army. The general leads it. He will move when he's done with his preparations, I imagine."
Okay, so he so they send that word back. Obviously, they don't question you again, and now we just allow things to proceed. So, do me a favor, roll me your profession check.
It's a profession soldier you want, yeah?
Correct, because that conversation you had totally had nothing to do with.
Noise.
I mean,
Rolls a 5.
it's a good modifier. Oh, I forgot to increase what's his name's stuff over here, but he did go up a level. So his profession soldier is a
+10.
I think so. Where are you, Leon? It's got to be a +10, right?
Let me check. What's his? Leon.
Where's your character sheet, Leon? There you are, Leon.
Profession soldier. It says it's a 6 on war details, but I don't know whether that's up to date or not.
Yeah. It's at 11. It's at 11. That makes so much more sense. All right, so I'm going to have him roll that. I forgot I actually can do that for the sheet. The sheet. All right, here we go. Profession soldier. Come on, Leon. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, baby. It's your first chance. Do good.
Don't fuck up.
Yoo-hoo! All right. Cool. And then we're gonna have Then we're gonna have the other armies. I've been going the standard just +5 for them. And
Standard +5.
yeah, just go with a basic +5.
God damn it.
Okay. So Ty goes to PC. Now this is where I ask you: do you want to spend Daddy's dice? Sorry, luck dice to enhance that? Oh wait, you can't spend luck dice unless somebody unlocks it. So I will tell you guys that you have 1 luck die, but it's not unlocked to be used. So what?
What do you mean it's not unlocked? I'm confused.
You can't use luck dice in war. All right. Any other questions, or are we go? So what I need you to do is tell me your tactic. Which, my apologies, your tactic is to be beguiling, right? It's not like they crush your number. So what? This is funny. Because I get your plan here. Also, what's your approach in this? Is it all-out attack when you finally rush in? That, I suppose that makes sense. That in tactical phase you go for all-out attack because you're rushing in there and attacking them from behind. Oh, and Hinta. I didn't get her roll. Where's Hinta? Hinta. Is she not on here? Oh, she's not.
All out attack, -4 DV, +4. Yeah, I guess we'd all go all out attack.
All right, all out attack. And Hinta is going to get standard +5 as well. So we're going to do
I'd also use dirty tactics.
Hinta's tired, of course. All right, you also use dirty tactics, of course. All right, cool.
Dirty fighter. Double check what that does.
Neil, do me a favor. Roll me a d20 against my d20. I just want to check something out. Because they only beat you by 1. You know what I mean?
Nice. Casually roll that 5.
Oh, hey! Hey! That actually worked in your favor. Okay, cool. That actually worked in your favor. You're good. So you're you're going to have Leon is able to act. So my apologies. Let me see that underhandedness. Everybody knows what Hinta's tactic is. Hinta's tactic is pretty simple. She has her army set to follow your exact lead. To follow your lead. Like that, everybody can kind of see what she's doing. She's standing very, very nearby to you. She's kind of like watching your posturing. They can all see that her army is looking to do whatever yours does. However, it is a little precarious how it is that your army is still standing there. We all understand that your army is also making sure that they don't go back on their word, so on and so forth. But it is a little suspicious looking. Either way, so everyone can kind of read her mode. You and the other army which is the militia, can't read each other. You've already decided you're attacked. The militia is to hold firm. Because their whole job is to protect this, what's this place called? This town here. Then comes up the army after that. Now, you have no idea what they're doing. However, the general does. So I'm telling you, Neil, this, but your character does not know this. The general is able to see that the army that's on the the actual army of Haude Gwenh that's moving through, their intention is to move forward with a cautious advance, but they're not actually looking to engage in combat. And you can see that the army of Valorant is also maintaining themselves at standard. Just a simple standard. They do not look like they're going to attack. They do not look like they're doing anything.
Because he's gonna turn it on a dime because he's the general.
He can do whatever he wants. He has all the powers.
Now, red, that's your OM, right?
Yes, correct.
So +4. I'm just gonna change it to. And blue is your DM.
What's up, Jake?
Chat.
She has +5 to that roll. Template didn't work. Daelric, it should be 16. Wait. Rolling hints out 1D. Oh! It didn't add the +5. Oh, thank you. She actually does have a 16 on that roll. Oh, he actually rolled better than the other guy. Oh, good. So neither of their armies know what she did because thank you, guys. Oh, I appreciate that. Snaga and Anno and Norway and Naga and everyone else. Awesome. Appreciate it. All right, cool. That actually changed what I said slightly. What were you saying, Neil? That's actually really good. I promise it's actually a really good thing. So you should give them praises even though they dropped the trump card.
They've got my back. I wasn't
with a
saying
knife.
There's like a hand on my back, but in the palm of the hand, pressed against my back, is the knife. So I can feel it there.
Yeah, I bet you can. What's up?
Nothing. I was just adjusting the statistics of the army to reflect the fact that I was in all-out attack mode.
Okay.
Beat boot.
Cool. All right. So, and just so you know, what's it called? Your general there does have the ability called Expert Flankers. So he actually does increase his OM by 2 and decreases their DV by 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is nice. Also, is Hinter's army in?
Yeah, this should be right next to your army. Do you see him?
Are they in all-out attack?
Oh yeah, they're gonna do the same thing as yours, okay. Which is why, like I said, which is why it's really good that they
+4 and -4. Okay, cool.
So this is gonna affect their DV, reducing it from a 15 to. But these people are doing a cautious advance. I'm just doing my changes as well. Increases the DV back up to a 15, but reduces their OM by 2. So that drops down to there. That's their fucked up militia over there, which is their militia's not doing good. He beat them up before.
Raymond's riders are pretty cool.
Yeah, you just like the name.
I'm thinking of I'll get chat to help, but I'm gonna give him a proper name, not just a basic Raymond's riders. Something to do with Lady Arendra, I think.
That's right. +1 DV against all attacks anyway, so his DV is actually higher than it looks. Because he just gets a flat +1. Cool. Oh, that was wrong. That was health. That was the wrong one, Scott. Why don't we do this the right way instead of sucking nuts? All right, there we go. Cool. And he's keeping steady. And the last army to affect is this one over here, which is they're holding firm, which is the +4 -4. Ha! That's amusing. And cool. All right, I'm good, sir. So you're going to start up. So more or less, this army here is moving forward. You can see them. They get into their double file. They're crossing the bridge. It's 500 soldiers. Is it double? No, they can probably get quadruple file if they keep it tight. And they start crossing the bridge. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like pulling it in tight. Now, even though this is the actual army of Haude Gwenh, so it's actually trained soldiers, so on and so forth, not just like a bunch of militiamen pulled together with weapons and whatnot, hoping that their numbers suffice. These aren't like, these are career hardcore soldiers. These soldiers have only been training for maybe like a year or so, have only been in the army for maybe a year or so. Prior to that, there was not this kind of structure in Haude Gwenh because, of course, the curse was in place, right? So, this army here, they pull together, and even though they're walking together, it's not like they have that perfect, march every footstep is in tow. So they don't move cleanly across the bridge. They do get a little bit caught up. Now, your time to attack, I believe your plan was to do it kind of as they were, like maybe like 2/3 the way across the bridge. Maybe, and then there's like a third from behind.
Maybe like a 2/3.
Yeah, so once they're kind of like 2/3 the way across the bridge, this is when you're the signal to what's his name there, Leon, is literally your attack. So once they're about 2/3 the way across the bridge, you open up and you just come rushing in, raining in. Now, as a reminder to how tactics work, during the ranged phase is when everybody moves. So this all has to be run kind of like we're looking at initiative order, right? So during everybody's ranged phase, we're gonna have you guys kind of like getting yourselves into place. I do want to just for simplicity, let's actually use initiative here.
Just to clarify, can I ranged attack, or is it ranged attack or advance?
You can. It's ranged attack or advance.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna go 1, and then next in order actually was these guys. Oh, so Hinta, because she rolled better than you. You heard that Hinta is better than you. She has 2. 3 was this army here. 4 was you. It's annoying how I always have to move the thing to add them to initiative. And then finally 5 was this army down here. Oop. Cool. All right, sir. So next is first is going to be Army of Valorant. They do exactly as we had already said a bunch of times. They're just going to stand there. They're just going to stand there and watch and wait till they approach. That's during the ranged phase. This army right here is going to start moving up during the ranged phase. Army of Riders of Wherein are literally holding their turn this initiative to kind of like ride forward with you. And now it's Riders of wherein. So this is when you and her come rushing up at the same time. So you're gonna during the melee phase, I don't care if you do a ranged attack during the melee phase. There's no rules for that, but who cares?
No, we'll use melee.
Okay, cool. So this is when you guys are going to come rushing up and attacking from behind. The idea is to clash from behind. And this army was literally holding their turn to attack from the other side. So you guys do get that additional benefit, okay? So she's actually, this first round of combat, just to be clear, was Riders of Wherein supposed to attack this army with you? Or are they supposed to go and hold the other one back?
For the first round, we need to smash the other army.
Okay.
I want to just decimate them as much as possible.
Okay, cool. So the idea is that during the ranged phase, you guys come rushing forward, but that also does enact them. They clearly are going to see this happening.
Yeah.
So during their ranged phase, they actually are going to be able to move up to get into range for you guys as well. Okay? Now we're going to get into melee phase. Now, once again, we're just going to kind of have to do this boom, 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 boom for simplicity. We're actually going to allow the riders, so everything's going to follow the sequential order based off of who rolled profession check. Even though everything's simultaneous, it just makes things easier, right? So Army of Valorant actually gets to make the attack first. His attack roll with his army is... that's right.
1d20 plus OM.
Yep. He is going to... what is it called? I just want to look up the actual boon ability that he has. What it does. It's flexible tactics. He has a +5 to change tactics. So he has to make a morale bonus for him is +6. So I think he has a +11. Yeah, he has a +11 on a DC 20 check to flip it from standard to all-out attack.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll attempt it. All right, Leon, don't let me down, man. Don't let me be so disappointed. Actually, does that never even higher because he went up a level? I don't think it did. I don't think it is higher, is it? Let me just give me one more second to double check one more thing. I know these rules are super complicated. We're never going to truly memorize them, so because they're going to be done. Nope. 1 second. Come on. What are you doing? Google is like jumping around where the search bar is. Here we go. Plus the commander's modifiers. Plus the army's. Oh, that's right. His army has a higher morale score, so he actually has a plus 13. Plus 13. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Cool. Ah! Oh my god, that's hilarious. Of course he rolls shit. Why would he roll well? That would just be a beautiful thing if he rolled well.
That'd be too easy on us, wouldn't it? Like, just not get boned.
Yeah.
Just once.
Yeah, just once. That's okay. So it technically does still go up. It just has, so failure, still move one step, but suffer offensive penalty modifier equal to the number of steps attempted to shift. So more or less, he just drops those two things down by one, and he still goes up the, still one more step in the desired direction. So he does switch to all-out attack.
But he drops -3 OM, right?
He actually goes DV -5, OM plus 3.
It was offensive, wasn't it? Not DV. Didn't it say? Or does it say combat stats?
Both.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's okay. He'll be fine. -5 and only +3.
Oh, God.
Okay. Now he's going to make his first attack as he comes rushing forward. Roll 1d20. All right, sir. This is where you're going to have to roll well. Do not suck, Leon. Now is your time.
Natty 20, please, Leon. Come on, now's the time, buddy.
Now's the
You
time,
put
buddy.
back to life. You got at least one good natty 20 left in you before you.
Oh my god! This is
That wouldn't hit me.
that's a
Right
plus.
now.
That's
I'm all out attack
that's a plus 10. Like that's really good. You know what I mean? How do you have a 16?
because dirty fighter.
Oh yeah, and other things too. Like you're actually on mounts
I've
and
got
whatnot.
one. I got one pump and done, and that's it.
Yeah, because you're on a mount. You know what I mean? So which makes sense. God damn it. Yep. Because his numbers are way better than theirs. All right, that's his turn. Next is going to be Riders of Varen. You can actually roll for her. Again, because she's on a... Oh, no, her number has to be modified here. She's much smaller than she was. This goes down to... Like, she's easily destroyed at this point. Okay, she rolls with a +6 against the militia. Who, by the way, they were holding firm. So
she has a 2 OM, yeah.
Her OM is a 6.
Plus all out attack.
Oh, my apologies.
So it's a 10 as it was, as I just modified.
Oh, my apologies. Yes.
you little shit. Okay, cool. Right. Can you hold firm and move?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
I'm teasing.
I'm just gonna roll natty 20s as a DM. It's gonna be terrible.
I know. It's cruelty, isn't it? The Scott giveth and the Scott taketh. Roll 1d20 plus. She's got plus 10, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Rolls off the 11. That would actually be quite nice to hit that.
That does nothing. Oh god, this is gonna go horribly.
This is actually a horrific battle about to happen right here.
Oh my god, I'm about to roll a natty 20. Let's see. You're attacking from behind, but not before. Like as you're riding up, all of a sudden the army of Valorant obviously attacked first before you even technically got there, causing them to like kind of like try to turn, try to whatever, and then you come up from behind. They're gonna attack Valorant. A roll 1d20. All right. Here's their current modifier with their cautious advance. You ready? Hey!
Thank God.
They also, this is gonna be.
I was really expecting to roll like a fat 18.
Yep.
Or something there.
Yep, I was expecting that as well. All right, and then it comes to your turn, the Riders of Varen. Of Rayrin.
Right. Okay. Let's actually give me a natty 20 here, please. That would be really, really nice. I don't usually ask for good rolls, but like now would be like a nice time because we can't really afford to lose. Yeah, nice, great. rolled a fucking 3.
This is
3.
terrible.
A 3.
Jake is watching doors just slam in his face. He's like, "Yep, this is my rolls."
Skill commander does nothing because you roll shit and you do nothing anyway. Ah, that's so annoying.
Oh God, this is painful. Okay, so I'm not, because I do have false retreat, but I'm not going to use that this round. I'm gonna wait on that one.
And I don't even hit them. Fuck.
Hold your army, so range attack today if your army.
I didn't even hit them with a +16. That's abysmal.
God damn it. Oh God, I can't even use any of his boons at the moment. Well, technically I'm using some. Okay, now it's the bad guy's turn again. They're gonna attack poor Hinta. They're gonna attack Hinta. Oh God. Are you ready?
They're damaged as well, though.
They are. Absolutely.
Which-
And they're holding firm, so here's their modifier. Oh, thank God! Oh, God! Even the 13 plus 1, that would have been 4. She's only an 8 right now. If that was a 13, she would have taken 8 points of damage.
Scott,
oh, sorry,
me, and
6.
me and you are impotent. I
Apparently.
don't think we've rolled over a 10.
Oh, God.
In the past 10 rolls.
Oh, God. Okay. So, all right, here we go. This brings us to the top of initiative for the army. Now, Jake, could you do me a favor? Same as before. Could you roll me those, how long this first battle phase was? So this will give us a moment to breathe. Step 1.
I cannot believe how badly this is going.
We always say that ranged phase is only an hour. So what we need from you right now, sir, is 3d6 plus 1. Ooh.
What's that? Oh, I don't like that.
What? Nothing. What? Nothing. So 10 hours have passed. By the way, did you see what Steve said? He said, Neil, you've got a tight formation.
Oh.
Plus 1's DV.
We got a tight formation. Nice.
Yeah. Thanks, Steve.
All right, +1 to DV on who? Which army?
Technically, all of them.
Nice.
Yep. So I took care of Val. You take care of the other 2 up there.
13.
All right. 10 hours have passed for this, and now we're gonna reset to the top. Are we ready for this?
When you lowered the DM, the DM value of Riders of Varen, did you factor in the fact that I'd already -4 for the aggressive attack?
The problem was that her values hadn't been adjusted from the fact that she was smaller.
Yeah, that's what I just wanted to check.
Yeah. So she's good now. The 9 is correct as just now.
Back down to 10. Okay, cool, good.
All right, so it's the Army of Valorant first, and they once again roll that +10. Actually, his penalty for having switched or whatever is gone, so his attack goes back up to an 11, and his defense goes back up to a 14.
Tactics phase first.
Oh, yep, you're right. Tactics phase. Val is changing nothing. Hinta is going to change from all out to aggressive attack, I think. Yeah. So if you want to adjust those 2 by 2.
So she goes down by 2 and up by 2, yeah?
Correct. And then what are you doing for your face?
I'm going to stay on this.
Actually, before you answer that question, I'm going to roll for my 2 armies. And you...
I need to roll my soldier profession.
I'm just going to do 1d20 plus 5 twice. Yep.
Now I roll a 10.
I got a 20 as well. That's funny. So you win. So more or less, you're just going to find out that the army that was doing cautious advance is actually switching to hold firm, and the army that was holding firm is going to maintain hold firm because they're like beat up, and so they're trying to survive. So cautious advance goes to hold firm, which gets them back to. Goes to hold firm, which gets them to. No, you know what? They're going to stay exactly where they are. Everything's going to stay. Army of Valorant's going to attack first, which is our 1d20 plus 10. Plus 11 now. Yes. Oh, wait. Neil. Guess what you got?
I don't know. I don't know the names of the war ones.
Take the advantage. +1 to OM. Before I roll that, because that's going to be a +12. +1, you take care of Hinta as well, please.
Oh, that was not what that was supposed to be. I was supposed to bring it up to a 5, no 15.
All right, General. General, please, for the love of God. Steve also gave you a take the advantage. I didn't see that one before. There's other things here I missed because they have so many happening in this session. Gotcha. Cool. Thank you. Awesome. So there's actually 2 take the advantage. So you're actually bring up your OM by 1 more.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm rolling with a +13. Okay, cool. Thank you guys, everybody.
Okay.
So let us describe this, Neil. What happens is, as you come rushing in the battlefield, that first 10 hours of war is an utter stalemate, with literally part of their army stuck on the bridge. Literally stuck on the bridge still. All of a sudden, you see an opportunity, because they're trying to fight, they're being used as reserves, like soldiers. They're firing arrows and whatnot. They're just trying to battle their way off the bridge and fight on both sides. But then you kind of see an opportunity here. You get the idea, maybe we should light that bridge with some of that fire. Not because you're looking to burn down the bridge, but to send a moment of panic on them. And so you get together your people. They have a little bit of the oil or whatever you were using for torches that night, and they literally just and drop some fire onto the bridge, causing a bit of a panic on the soldiers as we're getting into the evening. Fire growing behind them as we're falling into nighttime for the battle, right? So that's kind of like what's happening over there. The militia, however, they're still beat up from beforehand. They're still tired. So you start telling Hinta, make your way around behind them, attack from both sides, make it look like you're creeping over towards the village. Kind of get them in a panicked mode as well. This is the advantage that you're taking the whole time, because they're kind of throwing off their game for XYZ. It gives you a better defense. You can kind of like fall into place. They're going where you want them to.
Take the advantage is OP.
Well, that was just me narrating, right? That +2 OM, right? So, all right, ready? Here you go. General, be the man you were born to be. Not bad.
1 damage.
No, actually, so this is where the general's fun little abilities come into play. So that 22, because he's currently an all-out attack, gets an additional 2 damage, so it becomes... So sorry, what's the difference here? 22 take away 15 is 7. He's doing all-out attack, so that 15 becomes 17, but they're cautious, so that becomes 16. Cool. But also, the general has an ability called sniper support, or whatever it is. I think it's called sniper support.
Don't you need ranged weapons for that?
It's an ability that he has. So if enough of his soldiers
hold some ranged units in reserve.
Exactly. To lend aid, and they have like really good aim, and so they do 2 more points of damage on top of that. So it's 16 becomes 18 points of damage. That is more than half of the other army's health by a chunk. Just so you know, they have 27 HP. They just took 18 damage from your general.
Holy shit, what the fuck?
Yeah. So he because of how well I rolled, right? So he just devastated them.
I mean, you rolled a 9.
9 plus 13 is 22. Oh, did I say 18? Oh my god, my math was just terrible there. Hold on. 7,
That's
6,
why I'm so
8. I said, I don't know why I went to 18. 8.
Okay,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I was gonna say, I was like,
8 was there.
crap.
I got sleep last night. That's good news. I slept in a bit. I got like 6 hours. That's good news. 5 hours. All right, moving on. Pretend like that didn't happen. Riders, your turn.
Which rider?
Varen. It's on the. Can't you see it on the initiative tracker?
I have it minimized right now.
Oh, gotcha. So Riders of Varen, your turn. You get to roll for her.
Okay, roll 1d20 plus 6.
Oh, there was Steve. It's funny that I can hear that now. You know what I mean?
I rolled 1 less than before, by the way.
Well, you're participating, and that's what matters. Yeah, that's what matters.
Inta's sword arm is like actually just cast still, and she's just guiding the horse to swing. Just like out like this.
It's a brilliant tactic. All right, so now that army is going to clash back against, because they have to choose their target. They're going to clash back against the general again. Their modifier is plus. Okay.
Plus, okay.
13 does nothing against the general. Currently has an OM of 14. Sorry, DV of 14. So actually does nothing. Now is Rayron's Riders. Your turn, sir.
Yay! Right, let's hit that army in the bum. Here we go. It's the natty 20 coming in. The young 20 from downtown. He's been asleep for a long time. It's a 3 again.
Ah,
Exactly the same as before.
which
I've just rolled a 3, 2, admittedly a 10 there, and then a 3, and then a 4, and then a 5. Oh, and a 5 there as well. And a 6. That's what I've rolled. I've rolled above 10 once this session.
I'll handle that in 2 seconds after we finish with this. So the so you do nothing, unfortunately. And now it's the other army.
What we didn't realize is overnight, actually, every single one of our weapons except the generals were switched with dead fish. We're out there on the field just slapping each other with dead fish. Uselessly.
Hinta takes 3 points of damage.
Hang in there, Hints. You got this.
One good hit now could dismantle her army. You know what we forgot to do at the end of last round?
Morale.
Yep. So while Jake is rolling that 3d6 plus 1, let's roll for our morale, sir.
What is our morale? Let's see. What do you roll?
Plus your morale modifier for you is... Actually, you went up a level. Your modifier is a 2, I think.
It's plus 2 morale.
Did that go up for you at all? I don't think it did.
I don't know. Does it go up? What's it based off?
Give me
It's been
1
a long
second.
time since I read it. Let me look. I'm just gonna look at it.
Because I actually just pulled this up before. It's 1d20 plus your commander's modifiers plus the army's morale score.
To determine your bonus morale checks and maximum number of boons, use either 1/5 of your ranks and profession or 1/6 your character levels, whichever is higher. Either way.
Oh, hey! You're level 6, aren't you? There's a plus 1.
Yeah, but I already have 1/5 of my ranks in profession, which is 1. So
Oh, okay. So your morale is up, but the sheet that we have there is kind of old. So you have a plus 1, and your army's morale score is currently a 2. So you actually have a plus 3, and it's against a simple DC. It's just against a DC 10, I believe.
I don't think I do have a plus 1 off because it says it says 5th of your profession or 1/6 of your character level.
All right. No, it should be a plus 3 total for you. That's what it should be.
Yeah, 1 plus my morale score of the army, which is 2.
Okay. Whenever you're ready to roll.
So plus 3. Now I roll well. I wish I'd rolled that 19 on my 19 plus 16 damage roll. That would have been nice.
General rolls at a plus 6. So general can't fail. Huh. Oh, yeah, he can. Sorry, he has a plus 8 to his roll, right? Just double checking. So if he rolls a 1, he could fail. Oop, no space. Plus 8. Oh, God. I thought that was a 1 for half a second. Because I said it. You want to roll for Hinta for me? She's going to be rolling with a plus 4. Plus 5.
1d20 plus 5.
Okay. And now I got to roll for the other armies. I just give them a standard plus 5. Cool, everybody's good. And 9 more hours have passed. This war's been going on for 19 hours this time. So it's literally one of those, people are exhausted, they're tired, so on and so forth, but they're going to continue pushing on. Others are kind of like holding back, napping. It's not like it's, but this is like a weird one because it's literally like a grind on a bridge. It's not like there's much like, all right, pull back, attack again. You know, like it's a grind on a bridge. So there's a little bit of that, but only so much. You, sir, before we go back to the top of initiative here, you get a report from the general. A runner comes up to you. You can clearly tell that they're sopping wet. You know what I mean? As they come up, as you kind of do your own pullback and assessing while some of your soldiers are up there fighting still. And they're sopping wet. And they mud up to their knees and whatnot as they come over. And they say, you know, barge into you, where it is that you're doing your tactics phase. I have chosen. I have word from the general.
Wherein obviously looks at him.
It seems as though for one reason or another, the river, it's not flowing particularly strong right now. We might be able to moor this river if we need to, without there being too much concern of health, safety, or survivability. Ford. Thank you. I was like, more sounds like digging. Ford, thank you. We can destroy that bridge and split their army.
Do it.
For us to destroy the bridge, we have some stuff that we can put over there, but the general was actually hoping that perhaps Lady Orenda's blessings would give you the ability to do it.
You realize she's a god of knowledge, not of war and destruction, yes?
Perhaps the knowledge how to knock down a bridge, sir. I don't know. He was referring to your magics.
I shall see what I can do.
Should I bring word back to the... it's tactics phase, sir. What are you doing? A message from the general. For a great low rate, you can get... I see those commercials too all the time. Bad CGI.
Let's see. Wherein will maintain the all-out attack for the moment. I don't know. What do I have to break that? You're such a dick, Jaeger. I just. By the way, we could do this. By the way, you have to do it.
Well, they said they have supplies and whatnot to aid in it. I'm a big boy, Jake. I have to eat a lot. You ever do this, Jake? I'm sure I've showed it to you beforehand. The oatmeal overnight. No? You take oatmeal. You take oatmeal and you put it in like a ball jar, like a mason jar, and you just put it in there with I usually use whole milk, but you literally just put oatmeal with whatever flavoring you want. Let's say like cinnamon. Put it in there. I use whole milk, and you just put the cap on, and you just leave it there overnight. I usually put blueberries and nuts in there too, because everybody likes blue nuts in the morning. And oh, sorry. Texts are busy. They're on the way. I'm sorry, love.
Right, what have I cast? I've cast Shocking Grasp multiple times. Fallback strategy. I need time to think on this one, Scott.
You go right ahead.
Give us a pee break. Let me ponder. He's texting.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just because
but
my
boomers can't do two things at once.
My wife is texting me about the house. Obviously, I'm trying to.
I'm only teasing. Josh just said it. He's not listening. Take a break, Scott. Have a break.
It's no. Well, yeah. I'm gonna.
That's what I said.
I'm gonna go call my wife.
That's
I'll be
what
right
I
back.
literally said.
We're trying to resolve the situation that's still going on over at the house because people think it's awesome to flush, wet wipes. But everybody, yeah, do not flush this. Do not flush this. Let's just flush it. It's great.
Scott's gonna get sued now.